The involvement of government in the development of successful entrepreneurship is critical because it starts with the change of attitudes.
Yes.
Young people must, first of all, believe that their life does not only depend on which job they get, but that they can also choose the option of creating jobs for themselves. And it's extremely empowering when young people begin to realize that when they finish school, or even before they finish school, they should not be thinking about who will give them a job, but rather which idea they may have to create value, which is marketable, and that they in themselves hold the solutions for adding to more job creation. That attitude change can only happen when they have a supportive government that mobilizes them, that assures them, that provides confidence, and also builds the ecosystem in the country that demonstrates that it's possible. When incubators are initiated, it's very important that government protects them, because there are many incubators that are not protecting the ideas of young entrepreneurs, that instead see successful entrepreneurs as potential employees for other larger and more successful companies. And in the end, you realize that a lot of talent that is being created is actually being assembled together as recruiting grounds for other successful ecosystems elsewhere. It's important that government creates a regulatory framework in which incubating ideas are protected and don't become poached for other places. Well, of course, entrepreneurs eventually may choose to take up jobs, and that should not be a restriction, but it should not be exploitative. That's the regulatory framework that needs to be done. Thirdly, there is a whole process of incubating ideas, creating them into potential companies that then begin to face markets that would bring in venture capital through accelerators and other levels of support. At that point, it's very important also that government works with the private sector to create a potential exit strategy. What happens when a venture capitalist, a venture entrepreneur puts in money into a company and it's growing and becoming successful? Then what? So that whole chain of levels of support to entrepreneurs, as well as supporting the innovative industry, requires government involvement. In the end, of course, the success of these incubations will depend on how much private capital is available to go into the supporting of these, and the patience that goes with supporting all these. The ecosystem around mentoring and learning from successful experiences is very important to sustain the patience of entrepreneurs. But in the end, success will be measured on how much commercialization happens and how much successful incubated ideas turn into market-facing businesses.
Yeah, thank you very much.